right?
This
Couple of
conference
tables.
will now be recorded.
And okay, so inbound delivery, purchase order, EWM inbound delivery, handling unit, warehouse task, and a few more tables. Let us go through it first. Yeah, so that is nothing but sales order, right? We know, and quickly go through this one too. Yeah, sales order table, and going to outbound delivery, EWM outbound delivery order, and then followed by rest of the things again same. So only reference document differs, and the rest of the things like warehouse task handling unit remains same here. So sales orders, we know that it's a VBAK and VBAP, VBAK and VBAP. Okay, and outbound delivery also in the same table, LIKP and LIPS. Okay, and we had the document flow VBF here, right? And the EWM outbound delivery order, the very same tables with a small change. Okay, so last letter is going to be O. O. That's it. Okay, and we have additional process here, wave processing. So wave header and wave item. So SCWM wave HDR and SCWM wave item. So these are the tables for the wave and the PSHU. There is a original thing over here, right? So planned shipping handling units. So this is comes under actually cartonization planning. Planning. I think 1 second. What happened? Oh, 1 second. Validity completed. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so let me check. Yeah, this is, I think, okay, it is not POHDR, I think GMHDR. Sorry, it is, I mistaken yesterday. So these are the tables over here. This is GMHDR actually. Yeah, this is related to goods moment GMHDR. So yesterday I have given incorrect table name and the GMH to item. Okay, so this is about the tables related to cartonization planning. Okay, and then next wave related table. Yes, in outbound process, these are the two additional process, right? So this is the regular process only. After creating the ODO, just we're going to create the warehouse task and then followed by the packing and staging kind of thing. Okay, but there is a collective processing scenario, right? So where we are going to club the several deliveries into wave and we're going to release it, correct? Yeah, and this is for the packing proposals, right? So PSHUs. So these are the tables. We are using it in a outbound process. System is using it, these tables. And next, coming to the production process. So what are the other tables? Okay, one more table over here. Outbound delivery, EWM, outbound delivery. Okay, so this is the ODO, and this is called as a OD or also called as a FD. Okay, sometimes we're calling as a OD and sometimes we're calling as a FD, final delivery, right? So here SCDL, DLVH. Yeah, so this is for outbound delivery. And I. So after posting the goods issue, one more document gets created. Right? There is no much significance here in this particular flow. Okay, so, but still we are using these particular tables to pull the data from the OD. Okay, or final delivery. Okay, and yeah. So between these two processes, so one more important, it's not much important, but one is the one more document it is there that is called as a request document, right? Either OD or IDN, inbound delivery notification or outbound delivery order request. Okay, so for this one, okay, so REQH. So this is for both inbound delivery and outbound delivery. You can see here header for inbound delivery notification or outbound delivery request. So both of the records get stored under this particular table. Okay, this is the common table again. Okay, so next thing is a request table, request document table. So for both inbound delivery notification and outbound delivery order. Okay, so this is the header table and REQI table. Okay, these are the tables we'll be using, but we rarely touch this one until unless there is decentralized system and something gets really want to display the request information as well. Otherwise, we don't need to touch this one. Okay, yeah. So these are the tables from the outbound process. Okay, we'll be using this. Okay, and production process. We don't have to much touch this one. Production process. Production process or production advanced production integration. Actually, now we are calling it the advanced production integration, right? integration. So here we'll be seeing that either process order, production order, or production order, where we'll be saying that CAUFV. It is a cumulative table, or AFKO, AFPO, right? These are the actual table, CAUFV. CAUFV. This is, you can see that it is a database view, and this is a combination of AFKO and AUFK. Okay, and this is the header information and release status. Okay, so this is the view, DB view, and we have actually header and item table, AFPO and AUFK. Okay, you can see order item. Okay, AUFK and AFPO. And there are few more other tables which are related to various other information of your production order, process order. So that is nothing but when it is gets released and everything. Okay, so AFRU and some additional information. AFRU, actually this is a release, I think. Yeah, order confirmations like this. So how many confirmations you have done for your process order, right? We can do multiple line. Okay, and yeah, and coming to EWM side, so there is inbound and outbound, right? In inbound, you know, right? So EWM, inbound delivery. So that remains same table. Okay, what are the tables we have seen earlier? The very same table we are also using. Okay, so there is no change over here. Only document type and document type gets changed. Okay, same tables of inbound process. Okay, and coming to outbound process, it is a PMR, right? So production material request. Material request, PMR. Okay, so that is the only change over here. So SCDL, PROC, P. So this is the one. You can see the production material request item and header. Okay, so here it is a H, header table and item table. Okay, P means production material request. Okay, so I'm not taking this one. Let me remove this. Okay, and one more document here, reservation, correct? RESB, right? So these are the reservations here. Okay, RESB, reservations. Okay, so these are the various tables, and these are the mainly translational tables which are being used in the various process. Okay, yeah, now we'll try to see the relations between the tables quickly. Okay, tables, relations. Okay, yeah, first let us go to procurement process. So purchase order to delivery. Okay, how we are going to find? So LIKP EZBEL equal to EKKO EBL, correct? So if you're having a purchase order number, you want to get the delivery. So where we need to submit LIKP VZBL, or sorry, LIPS VZBL. Okay, and LIPS VZPOS equal to maybe EKPO EBL. So anything. Okay, so what we'll get here? Delivery number. Okay, so get inbound delivery for purchase order. Okay, like this. So this is the thing. So what is the purchase order number? So here get LIPS VBL. This is the purchase order number. This is the condition. Condition, and this we are getting here. Okay, from LIPS. Okay. And next is get EWM inbound delivery for ERP inbound delivery. Okay, so what is the table from SCDL DB underscore ref doc. Okay, this is the table from where we can get, and condition. Okay, how we are going to submit your, take this one here, we have ref doc number, okay, equal to your LIPS VBLN. We can submit here, and apart from this one we need to put condition for few more fields. Okay, that is reference document category. Okay, so we can keep it a hard coded value ERP. Okay, and one more condition, document category PDI. Okay, so this is actually EWM, sorry, delivery, ERP delivery category, and this is EWM delivery category. Because for the given ECC number we have so many documents over here, so we need to filter exact one here. Okay, so what we can get here, get SCDL DB, oh sorry, yeah right, SCDL DB underscore ref doc hyphen document ID and item ID. Okay, there are two fields. Item ID. Okay, so these are nothing but your delivery, EWM delivery document ID, EWM delivery doc ID. It is a GUID. It's not a straightforward number. Delivery item ID. Okay, so this is how we are going to get EWM delivery from ECC delivery. And there is one more from the purchase order. Okay, even with the purchase also we can get it. Okay, purchase order. Okay, the very same thing. There is no difference over here. Okay, and here instead of LIPS VBLN we just supply EKKO EBLN. And coming to the reference document category is PO, not ERP, it is a purchase order. Okay, so this is how we are going to get it, and this is purchase order document category. Okay, it's just representing this one. Okay, and now get EWM delivery details. Okay, so here simply take this one, and from which table, SCDL DB PROCH or I, whatever the table we can take, either header or item table we can use. Okay, and SCDL DB PROCI underscore I document ID equal to SCDL DB underscore ref doc ID. Okay, item ID. Okay, and here we don't need to worry about document category because we are checking at the respective table only. And what we are going to get here, DB PROCH or PROCI underscore I document ID, and here also the same thing, PROCI underscore I item ID. Okay, sorry, not document ID, document number and item number. So we got the actual number here. Delivery document number and the delivery item number. So we got the human readable value, normal value. Okay, here. So you can see that from your purchase order to finally we are getting the EWM delivery number. So these are the various tables involved over here. Okay, we can use this one. Okay, so this particular table is very much useful whenever you want to find a following or subsequent documents. Okay, we can utilize this one. It is similar to VBFA table in our SD process. Okay, and similar for outbound. Okay, for outbound process, simply here yeah, let me make a note of it. Okay, this is for inbound. Outtel for sales order. Okay, and here instead of EKKO will be taking that VBAK VBL, correct, and here also VBAP VBL. Okay, same table, very same table, LIPS. It holds both inbound delivery and outbound delivery, correct. And here ERP is correct, and document category is going to be PDO. That's it. Okay, we're supplying the same delivery number over here. We'll get the outbound delivery details. Okay, EWM delivery category, right. And coming to here from purchase order, no, it's a sales order. Sales order, and the document category we're going to give it as a PDO. Okay, and this is SO, and this is going to be VBAK VBLN. Okay, here we'll get. And coming to the delivery details, this is outdel. Okay, and here the table is going to be O, and this is also O. Okay, so like this. So these are the few outbound related tables here. Okay, now let us link with the delivery. And now in EWM, okay, so either it is an inbound delivery or outbound delivery, okay, or PMR, anything we can call as a common name WHR, that is called as a warehouse request. Warehouse request. Okay, WHR. So warehouse request document, this is WHR. Okay, and followed by the warehouse order and warehouse task. Okay, these are all related to warehouse tables, warehouse related tables documents. Okay, yeah. Now, so WHR to WT and WO. So this is the link we'll see now. Relation or link between WHR and this one. Okay. Yeah. So WHR to WT. Okay. So what are the tables for warehouse task? We have SCWM, ORDIM, ORDIM underscore O. It is for open, right? And there are two fields over here, three fields actually. RDoc category, RDoc ID, and RITM ID. Okay, so reference document category, reference document ID, and item ID. Okay, so these are the fields from the ORDOM, and the respective table. So it could be a inbound delivery or outbound delivery, whatever it may be. Okay, let me take this one. Okay, this is basically outbound delivery, out to del. And if you want inbound delivery also, we can take that table. Okay, that is basically for I. So the mapping is going to be, so doc cat, okay, doc ID and doc item ID. Okay, so this is the where condition over here. Okay, so from this particular table, okay, and below is the where condition, and what we can get, simply TANUM. Okay, TANUM. This is the warehouse task number. Okay, and then followed by the from warehouse task to warehouse order. Okay, from SCWM WHO. Okay, this is the table. Okay, so what is the where condition we'll use here? SCWM WHO equal to SCWORDIM underscore O WHO. Okay, there is a link here. We can directly, so we can get direct warehouse order number from the warehouse task table. Okay, this is the condition over here. We'll use it. Okay, so that we can get all the details of the warehouse order. Okay, yes. And next thing is EWM documents to more than that. So WHL documents to handling unit. Okay, so either from inbound delivery, what are the HOs linked to deliveries? Okay, either for inbound delivery or outbound delivery. Okay, so we don't have straightforward table over here, but instead at header level we can pull it out. Okay, so table is going to be HUREF / SCWM HU reference table. Okay, so from there we can get that one. So where, so 1 second, document ID, I think, yeah, document ID only. SCWM HUREF doc ID. So what we can supply over here, again same thing, but here there is no item ID. Okay, so document ID only. Doc cat, yeah, and a document ID here. Okay, so we can get both header table and item table. Oh, sorry, both inbound delivery and inbound delivery and outbound delivery over here. And what we can get, we cannot get directly HU number. Instead, we'll get the HU ID. Okay, so hash HUWM HUREF table. Okay, so GUID underscore HU. Okay, so this is GUID of handling unit. Okay, but how to get the actual handling unit number? There is one more table in the step 2. We need to get SCWM HUHDR. Okay, here we need to supply / SCWM HUHDR GUID underscore HU equal to, okay, we need to supply this one. One second. And what we can get here, / SCWM / SCWM / HUHDR HU ident. Okay, this is the actual handling unit number. This is handling unit number. Okay, so this is how we are going to get the handling unit from the here. Okay, instead get handling unit for WHO documents. Okay, Now get warehouse task for handling units or vice versa. So sometimes we have the warehouse task to move the handling units, right? So let's say, for example, there is a one task to the one of the warehouse operator. We need to move the handling units. So task how we are going to give it is in the form of warehouse task, right? Based on that one only, the warehouse operator is going to move the stock, correct? So there we have the from location and to location. So from where to where we need to move it, from one rack to another rack, from rack to truck, or from the truck to our premises. So like this, any movement it is going to get captured by the planned by the warehouse task, correct? So here there is a link between the warehouse task and handling unit here. Okay. So again, what is the table? From scwm ordim underscore o, I'm giving, okay, where. So there are two tables here. Okay, VLENR, NLENR, two fields here. Okay, VLENR is a source field, source HU, and this is a target HU. Okay. Okay, during the movement, if there any change in the HU number, so then these two are different. Okay, but during the movement, it is just a picking and dropping the particular HU. There is no change over here. Both fields contain the same value. Okay, so sometimes we'll do the repacking, right? Repacking is also one type warehouse task gets created internally, right? 3040 movement type. Okay, so at the time, what will happen? Source HU number is 1234 and target HU may be 1235, right? So there is a chance of changing the HU number. Okay, at the time we have the two different values in these two fields. Okay, if the same fields have same HU being moved from the source location or destination, then these two contain the same numbers. Okay, same value. Okay, so here okay, now how we are going to give the condition? The very same thing here, this one, so that if you're trying to give your handling unit to this particular table respective field, so that you can get all the open warehouse tasks. And if you want to get a confirmed warehouse task, so we need to give this one. Okay, C. Okay, we'll get both, either O or C here. Okay, and vice versa. Let's say you want to find the handling unit from the warehouse task. This is the reverse procedure. Okay, and next one is waves for the outbound delivery order. Okay, so here from what is the table? SCWM wave item. Okay, so where, what is the condition? We're going to keep it here. So directly we have the document number and item number, we can give it. Okay, so this is actually purely for outbound process we'll be using, right? Yeah. Item number, that's it. Okay, what we'll get? Wave number. Wave. Okay, so this is about the relation about various process. Okay, so maybe if any additional tables we'll see during the sessions. Okay, so any queries at this moment before proceeding? Hello. What happened? I think they have not informed.
Hello.
The other session. Hello.
Hey, Rashivani here.
Yeah, hi. So any questions in the table relation?
No, so far I'm good. So yeah, only thing is just wanted to see how we are going to use this relation, and also once we get into more detail, it will be more helpful.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Now let us go to various classes and function multiplier for this pulling this data and performing certain actions over here. Yeah, okay. So for delivery processing, what are the class we will be using it? Okay, class, there is one of the important class over here slash scwm cldlv management underscore prd and query method. Okay, this is for get inbound outbound deliveries, inbound and outbound deliveries. Okay, and there is one more class that is a fd also available slash sh24. Oh, sorry. sh24 scdl cldlv management. Yeah, this is for final delivery. This is and PMR. Get EWM outbound delivery or final delivery. And class is going to be this one. Method is going to be query. Okay, so this one. And there are some additional classes. Okay, that is actually service provider classes. Provider classes. Okay, this is also very important. This is basically for retrieving the data. Okay, retrieve data. And if you want to update some data, update data or read only specific part of data. Okay, so at the time what we are going to utilize. So generally if you go and check the any delivery slash or slash scwm prdi, I will give the reports as well, not at given. Okay, so let me take any of the delivery. Okay, warehouse is different. W01. Yeah, so let me take one of the inbound delivery. So if you observe over here, we have the items, status, date and times. These are the various parts of our delivery. Okay, so the data itself is grouped and classified according to their properties. Okay, so when we are using the query method, okay, when we are using the query method, we can get all the data. Okay, we can get all the data in a separate structures or internal tables. Okay, and this is at the header level. Even for each and every item also we have the respective data here. So document flow, status, again item specific status, item specific dates and times, item specific locations, and item specific reference documents, and serial numbers at item level. Okay, and the hierarchy at item level. So we have the item specific information as well. Okay, so if you want complete information at one shot, then we are going with this one query method. And if you don't want to get everything, you want to get only specific piece. Okay, we have the flexibility over here in the query method itself. Sometimes we're also using a service provider classes where it will give only specific piece of data instead of giving entire delivery data. Okay, so what are those tables? SCDL, CL, SPPRD. Yeah, these are the tables. Okay, so for inbound delivery, for outbound delivery. Okay, SPPRD here. And what are the methods? So for selecting the data, select specific piece. Okay, and we also have the update for update the specific data. Okay, like this. So this is a common practice, right? When we need to change couple of things in the delivery level, some document level, right? So for this one, we are going to utilize this particular class and methods. Okay, so here you can see that selecting and inserting and updating. So these are the methods we are going to utilize: select, insert, update, and delete. Okay, and rest of the things are generic methods. We cannot use much. Okay, will not use much. And PRD, you can see that PWR. This is also there. Production material request. Yeah. Okay. So these are the service provider classes. That is also we'll see. These two are related to delivery processing. Okay. And still we have few more. Okay. Now next thing is so this is purely for getting the data only. Insert, retrieval of data. Okay. Next, get HUs for the WHR, warehouse request. Anything, either inbound delivery or outbound delivery. So we have the function module SCWM. Sorry, in SC37. Okay, SCWM HU select gem. So this is the one of the most using function module to get handling unit for any information. You can see there is so much of selection criteria over here. Okay, we can supply almost all the information from our system. Okay, you can see that we have the warehouse number. We can give the HU number directly or TU number, resource. Okay, material batch. Okay, so many things we can supply to it so that it can pull all the handling unit related to our selection criteria. Okay, packaging material type, packaging group, HU type. Okay, dates, country of origin. Okay, and we have date. I think it is a manufacturing date, I hope. Okay, but here you can see that there are three fields here: Q doc category, Q item category, and the Q item ID. Okay, import. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, this is our WHR category. Okay, WHR doc ID and WHR item ID. So if you're supplying inbound delivery, it will give you the HUs related to inbound delivery. Okay, if you get the outbound delivery document ID, it will give you the outbound delivery related HUs. Okay, and I think there is one more function module. WHR. WHR match. WHR. Go with exporting for this one. Yeah, okay. So here also there is one more. Okay, and if you're supplying your document ID, send a document number for here, and it is going to give. Okay, it's not just actually for your HUs, but also it will give HU header, HU item. This is normal header and item also, and this function model here we can use alternatively. Okay, get WHR details plus where HU details. Okay, this is the function model. Here you can see that. Okay, HU header, and this is actually warehouse request header, warehouse request item, and final delivery header, and final delivery items, HU top, HU header, HU items. Okay, but we rarely use this one. We're directly using this one only. Okay, even inside this also, it will call this particular class and method. Let me show you. Here you can see that it will call inside same class and method. CLD, you can see CLDLB management PRD and query method. Okay, so this is like a top of one function model on top of this one only. Okay, but ultimately we are going to utilize this one only. Okay, and now get warehouse task for the WHR. Okay, so how we are going to get the warehouse task? What are the function model we can use? So table level we have seen already, that is the one. Okay, get work in progress. Yeah, and here it is a function model. Okay, you will get work in progress. WIP means work in progress. Here also we have the complex selection criteria. You can see that each selection criteria, click on it and you can get various selection criteria over here. Okay, here we can supply almost all the information related to warehouse task, that is a material, process type, and storage type and storage bin. Okay, and source storage bin, destination storage bin. Okay, even document category, our document ID. Here you can see our doc ID. You can see where it is. PSA, yeah, here you can see that reference document ID and reference document category. Okay, these are the selection criteria. Okay, here WHR doc cat and the WHR doc ID. Okay, if you supply this one, we'll get all the warehouse tasks related to this. Okay, and next get the waves for the outbound delivery order, ODO. Okay, wave select ext. So this is the function model to select the all the waves. Okay, display, and you can see the selection criteria over here. You can see reference document category. You can supply directly wave number itself. Okay, and you can also give the documents here. You can see higher document and higher item. Okay, these two. Okay, so this is document number and WHR document item number. Okay, like this. Audio. And next, okay, so this is for retrieving the data, and even stock related queries also, stock related. Okay, if you want to query stock, okay, so there is a common class we can utilize, SC24. Okay, SCWM CL stock star mon. CL stock ID. Yeah, CL mon stock. Okay, this is the class if you want to query the stock details. Okay, and here we are going to utilize a few methods only, even we have so many. So here get available stock, get handling units, get physical stock, and get stock volume. Okay, these are the methods we are going to utilize. Okay, and going to methods, available stock, get HU. Okay, so physical stock. Okay, and stock volume. Okay, and if you have any material with you and you want to find all the stock details of the particular material and the various bins, so we can utilize this one. Okay, or we can also give additional criteria also. You can see that you can give material or you can give storage type. Okay, and storage sections, aisles details. Okay, so we can provide, so we can get the entire stock details over here. Okay, so this is purely we have seen the querying now, and this for updating also we have seen. Now creation of the documents. Okay, so create HU. How we are going to create the HU? Okay, what are the classes we are going to utilize? Okay, class slash scwm cl, okay, wm packing. Okay, so this is the class, and we'll be using various methods for here. Okay, init, okay, and pack stock. You can see here pack stock and save or move hu also we can utilize, and finally save. Okay, so this is one of the class, and one more cl pack, yeah, ibdl. So here also one more class will be using at the different process level. Okay, so here also the same set of methods. There is no change in the methods for here. You can see, because ultimately it is going to utilize the same interface here. Okay, pack stock and repack stock, delete hu, move hu, save kind of thing. Okay, here also same set of method, but we'll be using in a different process. Okay, so this is how to create a hu for our deliveries. Okay, so for deliveries internally and for deliveries. Okay, this is the one. And next thing is create warehouse task. Okay, so that is SC37. So SCWM TO create for WHR. Yeah, this is the function model for create TO. Okay, so we can supply our WHR details. Okay, that is nothing but our inbound delivery or outbound delivery details, so that it will create the warehouse task. Okay, we can supply so much of information over here. Okay, and then confirm warehouse task. Here also we have TO confirm. Okay, so this is the function model. Okay, so these most frequently utilized objects, either tables or classes or methods or function models. Okay, so in the EWM, because these are the base documents, right? Warehouse task, handling unit, and WHR. These are the four important. So WHR, okay, WT, WO, and HU. Okay, so a complete EWM is having these particular documents are there in each and every process. Okay, so either it is inbound or outbound or internal process, okay, or production integration, whatever it may be. These are the documents here. Okay, so any queries? So tomorrow onwards we'll start the developments. Okay, any queries before closing for today?
No, only the method and classes what we discuss is just to generate the document, right, for transactional data.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be starting development from tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, meet you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.